to another video. It's your girl Dej, aka Beyond Unique, and in today's video we are going to be getting into a kid's knotless braid with curly ends hair tutorial. Are you guys excited? Because I'm excited. So this is going to be my first tutorial on a kid, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how I part the hair and how I braid it down, how I add in the hair, all of that. And I'm going to explain it to you guys so it will be easy to follow, it'll be beginner friendly, and I really hope that you enjoy this video when you watch it. But before we get into this video, make sure you tap the like button, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment in the comment section for your girl. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Well, hello there and welcome back to another tutorial. So here I am just prepping her hair, getting it ready to braid and style. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is how I pre-part my client's hair before I actually do the work. I like to create a middle part in her head from the front of her scalp all the way to the nape of her neck, straight down the middle. I'm going to be prepping 4 quadrants, so I'm going to start from the middle of her scalp all the way down to her ear on each side. Here you see me putting away the hair so it doesn't get into my way, and I'm going on the other side and creating the same horizontal part. Once all 4 quadrants are prepped, I then tie up the hair that I am not going to be working with at the moment. I have different methods for pre-parting, but this is the basis of it all. So I start with one section and I start horizontally creating parts. I usually line my parts with shine and jam and go back in and repart just to make sure that it's straight and clean. I then twist it up so it can stay out of my way and I can create another part. And we are doing medium size, so that's why you see my parts are a little bit bigger, because her mom didn't want them to be too small. So this is basically how I do my pre-parting method. I make 4 quadrants and then I part all the way across horizontally on each angle, and I try to make sure that my lines are neat and straight so that my braids come out very neat. And I twist them up, and that is how I prep for my pre-parting. I am now going to speed this process up so we don't have you waiting, because I know you guys don't like to sit here and just watch a tutorial that's like 30 minutes long. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to speed this up. My pre-section parts are now completed, so here are the rows, just showing you how neat they are. I made sure that every part was aligned, so I did all 4 quadrants. And now let's get into the braiding. Usually in the nape area I can get about 3-4 boxes. It really depends on the size of the person's nape, but hers only held 3. I always like to apply my shine and jam on the base of the hair where I'm going to braid, just to make sure that it stays flat and neat. I also apply a little bit of edge wax. Those 2 products work really well together in laying the hair flat and giving slip. So here I am just combing the product through her hair and getting it prepped. I start by separating the section into 3 strands, and then I go ahead and start braiding it down. So I only braid down once the first time just to make sure that my grip is secure, and then I braid down a second time. Once I braid down the second time, I take a small piece of hair and then I insert it underneath. I braid it down, I flip the hair over, braid down again, and then I tuck the other side of the hair into the braid. Then I go ahead and attach another piece, do the same method, but this time I flip both strands and I continue to braid down. I will repeat this step one more time for you again, just so you can understand. So since we're adding curls at the end and I don't want to use a rubber band, I take a small piece of hair and I tie a knot at the end of her braid, and that's where I'm gonna have the braid stop so I can add curlers to curl. Now we're gonna go ahead and start the second braid. I start by applying the shine and jam at the root, comb it through, make sure everything is flat, and neat. Sometimes I repart just to make sure that my parts are clean, because who doesn't love a clean part? Yes. Okay, now let's start braiding this braid. I start by separating the hair into 3 sections. I braid down and make sure that my grip is secure. Then I braid down again. I take a small piece of braiding hair, I attach it through my pinky and slip it into the braid. Flip it upwards, braid it down, then flip down the excess hair. Once I tuck that in, I continue to braid down some more. Then I take another piece of braiding hair and I flip both sides this time, and I continue to braid downwards. I don't have a set number of how many times I braid down. I go with the flow and I just feel it out to make sure that my braid is thick and even all throughout. Now that you got in the gist of how we add in extension here for kids' knotless braids, let's fast forward into the future. Woo! y'all, so I'm finally finished with the braiding process. You know, everything is prepped and ready to curl. So now I'm just going to take my perm rods and I'm going to go 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, and I'm just going to wrap the hair around the rod and then enclose it with the cap and get ready to dip it in some boiling hot water to create these bouncy, juicy, luscious curls. I've already laid her edges and wrapped it with my black wrap strip. Now I'm just smoothing the mousse onto her scalp. This will help create shine and keep away any flyaways that I did not see while clipping. Here are the final results of this style. Some of you may call it leray braids, but I just call it medium kids knotless braids with curls. If you guys love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video with a friend, to somebody who would be interested in this. And see you guys in the next one. Subscribe!